Option 2 involves lines and colors to create a landscape. All of your lines will end up going horizontally or from the left side to the right side of your paper. This will help create balance in your image, and the emphasis will come from what colors you use and how thick or thin your lines are. Brighter colors will stand out, as will thicker lines. To begin, you will need a piece of paper and coloring supplies. If you do not have coloring supplies, you could just use a pencil, and to create emphasis in the picture, you could press harder to make your lines darker or press lighter to make your lines not stand out as much. Start from the very bottom of your page, which would be the part of your landscape that is closest to you, and think, what kind of landscape would you like to create? I think I might make a forest landscape since we have a lot of those here in Minnesota, but maybe you want a mountain or a beach landscape as well. In the front, I mainly have grass, so I would take my greens and maybe some of my yellow greens and add dashed lines across my page. Next, I'd want to add trees. I might go for pine trees here and create some horizontal lines that get shorter as they go up to make that point of the pine tree. If I want emphasis in this image, I feel like the best way for me to do it would be with colors, because everything's going to have lines, right? So since my trees and my grass are greens, those are cooler colors because they're on the cooler side of the rainbow, so like our blues, purples, and greens. So if I wanted to create emphasis, I could use some of those warmer tones, like the first colors of the rainbow, my reds and my oranges and my yellows. So I could do that to make my image pop. Maybe I could add some lines out of orange and red in the sky, and suddenly it's a sunset painting. If I wanted to do a beach, I could maybe use dotted lines or even fancy lines overlapping each other for the sand, wavy blue lines for the water, short horizontal lines for the trunk of a coconut tree, and maybe zigzag lines for the leaves of the tree. If I wanted to create a mountain landscape, I could do trees or grass in the front, thick zigzag lines for my mountains, and maybe some wavy lines for the sky to have some clouds. What kind of landscape will you create? When you are done, add a photo of your image to this activity, as well as tell me how you created emphasis within your landscape.